very special guest. This is Victoria Prince. She's actually collectively done over 8 figures in GMV across TikTok, Meta, and YouTube. I don't want to say too much because she has a lot under her belt, but Victoria, I would love to learn a little bit more about what you do and as a creator, how it's been.
Hi guys. So I have been a creator since MySpace. I've been in the game for I think 20 years now. I'm 37 years old, so I have been in the TikTok shop space since before it was launched to the public in a program called Beta. So before anybody else had access, I had access because I had grown a following to up to 400,000 followers before launch. Immediately right going into TikTok shop, I was number one in fashion from the very first day. I was Halara's first affiliate, which is one of the biggest fashion brands on TikTok shop. They have like 50,000 affiliates now or something crazy like that. Um, I've done over $7 million in GMV on my main page, and I'm now in the middle of facilitating my own case study on how to grow on TikTok shop and Instagram and YouTube from zero. So I'm in the middle of that and I've had great results already. And we only started in April. So if you guys have any questions about that, I'm super into analytics and figuring out how to shift and grow with any platform. I've been viral on every platform. And so I think it really comes down to studying what works and being able to pivot and adapt based on whatever's trending and whatever consumers like to see and what works for brands. I think it's really interesting and fun. So that's what I love to do.
Yeah, love that. And in the meantime, everyone in the chat, if you can hear us, don't press one, but let us know what brand you're working at and maybe even the industry, because I think a lot of that really changes things on the background of how creators work with certain industries. So if you're from repping a certain brand or certain industry, let us know in the chat. Be really, really awesome for us to see. In the meantime, good to meet everyone. My name is Norman. I've been in the e-commerce space for a very long time and have actually gone into the creator economy and just started learning about it, randomly popping in at events here and there, hosting events and things like that. And I met Victoria at a matcha line. So we were just talking about that backstage, how crazy it is now that we're talking to a bunch of people who are in the same industry that want to learn about how to work with creators. And so for us, we've been working across beauty and really, really excited because Victoria has been working a lot with Korean beauty brands as of recent. We'll get into all that, but think about some questions that you would want to ask. I want to put as much time into Q&A a little bit after to see what those pressing um, problems that brands are experiencing when collaborating with creators. But Victoria, so as we see sort of in the social commerce space, a lot of brands that are newer into TikTok Shop, for example, they always have this mindset, and I hear this all the time. They say like, well, we're giving out 25% commission. Like it's a win-win for content creators and affiliates. I don't understand why they don't want to work with our brand. So like, let's just say that this brand fits within your niche or industry. Can you like name maybe one or two things that you look at or vet the brand before committing to any projects?
That's a tricky question because at this point in the game, especially with star creators, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but when you reach a certain level of GMV or sales, TikTok assigns a team to work for you free of charge. So I have an entire team backing me and I know what's going on the back end. So if a brand approaches me and they're brand new, they're onboarding onto TikTok Shop, I put that into the consulting category. Because if I have to try to convince a brand that we can do numbers, that I already don't want to work with you. You should already know, you should already do your due diligence and know your homework. This is going to work if you are investing in GMV Max. At this point, GMV Max is I don't know what level we're at, but just to lay the foundation, it's the AI ad spend on the back end of TikTok Shop. So basically, if a brand says, I'm going to put 100,000 behind ads this month, then all of the creators that are posting are going to get kind of a split of that spend. It's going to kind of test which videos are working best. So we're competing not only with the algorithm authentically and with organic views, but we're also competing with all of the creators that are posting. So if a brand comes to me and wants to partner on a one-to-one level and do product seeding, which is the way that you're going to get star creators to work with you, that means that when you're having a new launch, when you're scheduling a new campaign, your star creators or your top creators are going to be the first people to post these products. We want to work with brands that are going to give us that opportunity so we can all of us have success. Because what that's going to do is you're going to ensure that you're going to have top of quality, top of funnel content for your brand, for brand awareness. That is so important. If you just let whoever and whatever, if you're out there gathering 1,000 affiliates, you don't have any control over your brand story. So that's not going to work. For you may get sales that way, but you might have a bunch of creators that you don't typically want creating content for you or telling your brand story for you. You have no control over your brand story or your what's the better word for brand story? Your overall vibe for your brand. The best success that I can see happen is when, and I use it for lack of a better brand. If you think about all the girls that have been using Victoria's Secret for the last 20 years, we recognize the models, we recognize the ads, we know what we're getting. We watch the Victoria's Secret fashion show because you're building a brand story where there's a parasocial relationship between your audience and your top models. So I love to see a found like what happens often in the beauty space is there'll be a female founder who will find her top 25 creators and they will be the people that are posting their product right on jump. And so it's immediate success with the type of content that you want to see. And I could go on about this all day, but we'll move to the next question.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're 100% right. I think that when it comes down to it, brands really focus on, the percentage of commission and they don't understand the intricacies of whether it's TikTok Shop or how creators are looking at on the back end. It's just, well, I'm giving them a commission. Like I don't know why they aren't taking in my deals. And at the same time, what we see is that you're probably getting bombarded with a million messages. And by the way, that's on one platform, right? You're looking at like thousands of emails as well. So I definitely share that sentiment where there's just so many options out there that you can choose from that now that if brands have this like notion of, okay, well, you're a hot commodity. How can I best position myself to work with you? And what we see in the K-beauty industry is a lot of brands focus too much on how like creators can help drive traffic, but not necessarily how can I make them convert better. So in the D2C space, we're trying to optimize for conversion rates and things like that. So now a lot of creators are getting smarter by saying, oh, well, I can drive the traffic, but can the brand actually put in the effort to make sure that their websites are converting, that like their speed is loading or like their page speed is loading quickly. So those are some things that you brands would definitely need to look into where you're giving the voice to the creators, but you have to do your part on the digital marketing side. That's not, the creator's job, right? So anyways, working on like the K-beauty space, a lot of Korean brands that are entering the US market, they're actually succeeding and a lot of people have heard about it. But I think that everyone sort of makes this excuse that, oh, Korean products are superior in skincare. And so, that's why it's working. But, even if that's true, let's just say it was, right? At a certain point, I think we should start really taking a look at some of the positive things that they're doing versus just, oh, their product is good. Um, I know that you have gone from fashion now to beauty, K-beauty, and all that stuff. Since you started working in this industry, what have you really seen that they're doing differently on TikTok Shop towards creators than from other brands in the US? I know that was a long-winded question, so I'm happy to clarify if
Well,
needed.
Well, first of all, I think that if any brand that is in the skincare space or beauty space is going to look or be intimidated by K beauty. I think they should more so look at the fact that more people now than ever are having full 10-step skincare routines because of these Korean beauty trends. And so if you look at it like the market is trending up for all brands, that's what we should be focusing on. The fact that the lowest shelf brands, such as I won't name them, are the brands that are on the bottom of the shelf in Korea are now at the top of the shelf in the US. So besides that, um, I'll just share with you a little bit of my case study. I
Hmm.
started my new beauty page because I am a coach in a huge community, and I feel like it's only fair for me to start at the bottom where they're starting. So I'm like, if I'm going to teach you guys how to grow, and I have all these perks because I have 500,000 followers, 7 million in GMV, and brands are blowing up my inbox, let me start a new email page, a new email, a new TikTok, a new Instagram, and a new YouTube, and let's just traffic everything there. So in April, I posted, starting April 1st, I posted one video per day. I posted 33 videos for the month. So 2 days I posted two a day. We had $8,900 in GMV from starting from zero. Okay. And that sounds like a very low number if you're a TikTok shop affiliate, because we do numbers. But think of yourself as a small business. If your first month you did $8,900 in sales, you would be so stoked in any other business. I then that put $1,800 in my pocket by posting one video a day. That takes me, if I'm a new creator, 20 minutes tops to post one video per day. Um, on top of that, a Korean beauty brand noticed my page, put money behind my videos, blew the product up. I became the number one seller for the product for the following month. And I was awarded a $3,000 prize and a luxury brand trip to Korea. So you guys could not, anybody could say anything about Korean beauty, but they are doing the right thing for the creators. When a creator is awarded like that, so now I have 3,000 extra dollars plus the commission that I made, plus a luxury brand trip to Korea, which I wasn't able to go on because I was on another brand trip. These are the things that creators want to see. I will post for a brand without a flat rate fee if you can guarantee traffic behind my videos, because I will, at the end of the day, make more money. Now they're whitelisting my videos, and I just continuously make the same ad over and over again because what works, works. We see it work all the time. And now I'm known for several things and I have retainers. So this was in April. Now, fast forward through July, just to skip all the analytics. And this month already alone, I made $8,000 in whitelisting, brand deals, and commission from this one brand new page. So I could talk all day about this, but let's move to the next question.
Well, Mehdi, how are we doing on time?
Yeah, I think we're just at time, so we have time for one more question. And I saw one in the chat, and I guess this is a question that goes for the both of you. Somebody said, well, Korean products are in a way lowering the ticket. They're cheaper than US products. I responded back and I said, I think American US made products and Korean products targets like different audiences. Victoria, you have the audience that all these brands, both American and Korean, are interested in. What have you seen? Norman, you work on the back end for a beauty brand. What have you seen? Is there like a price competition? Is there something really different about the kinds of people who buy these things? And how does that affect how you choose to approach it, Victoria and then Norman?
First of all, I think that overall, if you're looking at every product in the world, there is a market for every price point. I can sell $100 face cream if I have the backing. You're sending the brief, you're sending the product ahead of time, you have the ad spend, and you have a strong brand story and a good product. You do not need to worry about what anybody else is doing. I do feel that there is something to be said about overall scarcity mindset in any space, and there is enough for everyone. When I tell you I can sit here and I can reach for $150 product that all the celebrities are using, to the point where we can no longer say Hailey Bieber in the ads because it is now becoming a thing. It's a trend. oh, this is the concealer that Hailey Bieber is using. Instead, they're going to come to me and they're going to pay me $1,500 for 8 videos on my brand new profile. And they're going to take ad spend to put behind my videos, and we are all going to make so much money. It really, the ticket price matters less than the effort that a brand is going to put in behind ad spend. If you can spend however much it's going to take to fully stock of all the shelves in your beauty little store, then you can take the money to put behind GMV Max because it works, the model works. You're not reinventing the wheel. And especially if you're working with agencies like Social Snowball, if you're working with an agency that knows what they're doing and you're willing to invest, that is the main key here because a lot of brands are going to start and they're going to feel intimidated by the space. They're not going to put their money where their mouth is and they're not going to make the conversions. And they're not going to choose the creators that are going to make the conversions. You can't just put it out there and expect these 1,000 new affiliates to post bottom of funnel content and get conversions. That's where you're wasting your money. And that's all I have to say about that.
Amazing. I think we are at time. Victoria, Norman, please, where can people find more about you? I already see that you've gained both new followers just from what people are saying in the chat. Norman, where can people find you? Victoria, where can people find you?
Yeah,
Look, go ahead.
I'll let you to it.
You can follow me at VPrince Music. And if you want to email me, if you want to work with me, it's vprincemusic@gmail.com.
Norman.
Well, I'm over in LinkedIn. Just search up Norman Chu, CH Chu, and happy to answer any questions. But I will also give Victoria 2 follows because she runs multiple pages now. So go ahead and give her a follow. Learn a lot from her page and actually try to bring that back into your creator community because not only is she phenomenal at selling product, she's phenomenal at coaching other creators how to sell products. So thank you again, Victoria, for being here today, and it was very, very insightful.